Hello everyone. Our project name is Voice Over LTE UE Registration with IMS network and implementing mobile originating home procedure. These are the details of our team members and guide. Voice over LTE is a GSMA profile. Nowadays, everyone is using LTE, which uses packet switching and circuit switching both for carrying out the different tasks that are performed over phone. Whereas coming to voice over LTE, it does not use two different techniques. It uses only packet switching, and here we are implementing the home procedure using three different modules. These are the user equipment, proxy call session control function, and serving call session control function. We will be using SDP packets to transfer all these setup details to n number of modules. In the originating home network, we will be sending the SIP parameters for taking permissions and granting permissions. For that, we need both client and server. Here, UE always acts as a client, SCSAF acts as a server, and depending on the condition, PCSCF acts as both client and server. For initial invite, we'll be sending the invite messages, and for every invite to grant, we'll be sending the offer responses to show that we got the response. We'll be sending the confirmations. We'll be needing resources for which we'll be asking permissions, and we'll be getting the reservations. After ringing, we'll be enabling the media flow. Here, these are the three Java files: UE, PCSCF, and SCSCF, which we have implemented using NetBeans software in Java language. Let us run all these three files. As UE acts as a client, it shouldn't be set into run mode first. Either PCSCF or SCSCF will be getting into run mode initially. The process is initially started by the UE by sending an invite message. These are the invite message parameters which will be processed to the next module, that is the PCSCF. This PCSCF will be forwarding this information sent by the UE to the SCSCF. This consists of user agent, preferred user agent, and their invite address, everything. While the interaction is done between SCSCF and PCSCF, UE will be in the trying state. After the server's control is done, we need to send a response back to the UE showing that your invite message is granted from our side. So for that, we will be sending another n number of parameters which consist of different values that has the details of the invite message or the granting of the invite message. This process comes under the 183 session progress protocol. The PCSCF retains the values sent by SCSCF and confirms these details and send it to the UE. It consists of the contact details and the sender address, receiver address, everything. After the response is sent by PCSCF and received by UE, these are the set of parameters which will be received here. Now, in order to show that we got the response from PCSCF, we will be sending a confirmation, that is response confirmation, to PCSCF, which consists of IDs, forward packet, and then network access IDs. It is forwarded to PCSCF. This PCSCF has to forward this confirmation to SCSCF. So here we will be using the socket programming to convey all these details between two different setups of clients and servers, which has to act in a single method. Now we are acknowledging the confirmation sent by UE in the SCSCF server side. 200 OK is the completion flag or argument which shows that whatever process we have started that has finished to that module. So our initial invite module is finished up till here. The same data will be forwarded to the UE, which will be getting all the details. Now we need to preserve all our resources which we needed to make a call. That is, the other user should be available and we have to send the address of the recipient to whom we need to make a call. So for that we need to confirm the resources. So for resource reservation, we will be sending resource, and the resource confirmation will be carried to PCSCF, which will be further taken to SCSCF so that the resources are allocated. Resource confirmation is sent to SCSCF, and these are the related data. This data contains the access network info and different IDs. Here in SCSCF, that data is received. Now for this response of resources, we need to give an acknowledgement that your request for resource confirmation is approved by me, that is the server. Here, as this process is confirmed and done properly, the 200 OK will be processed. SCF is sending these details to PCSCF using socket programming, which will be in turn carried out to UE. These are the details, and resource confirmation acknowledgement is sent to UE. Here in UE, the resource confirmation is received and the acknowledgement is received. After these resources are confirmed, the ringing parameter will be invoked. That is, the recipient will be getting a notification that some person is trying to make a connection. These are the parameters for ringing. These ringing parameters will be consisting the IDs, and now we'll be sending the provisional requirements acknowledgement, that is the additional requirements which are needed to make a call or send data. This consists of the PRAC SIP ID and the sequence in which the data is sent and the maximum limit of the packets. So when this PRAC is successfully implemented, we have to send a 200 OK for this PRAC. Here the 200 OK parameters for PRAC is received. Now we have to forward this data to the UE, showing that whatever the resources required for implementing PRAC are provided. When PRAC is done successfully, the media flow will be enabled. That is, we will be having permissions to send data. It can be anything in any format, either text or voice calls or any media files like pictures, videos, etc. Now this acknowledgement reply will be sent to the 200 OK. This consists of the sequence and acknowledgement SIP ID. The SIP ID will be different for each and every stage. The PCSCF will also be sending this acknowledgement to indicate the flow of packets, and it assigns the sequence number for each and every packet. The build is successful here, and the packets will be assigned a sequence number and it will be transferred to the recipient to whom we have made the call. This is the implementation of our home procedure. Thanks for watching.